who are quite suffering for kind of their needs, mostly in Africa in question. We know actually, so at this point, there's a program which we are doing, which is a kind of creating awareness of domestic violence and creating awareness of child abuse. It really impressed me to really be part of this program today. Lizzie, actually, with our program, which has to do with Got Talent, which is quite laudable. As I respect people who actually like taking such privilege to kind of empower people who are kind of lacking that opportunity of expressing themselves. Today, I just want people to kind of understand that, poverty is one of the big things that is really taking the life of our people back home. We know, like in this part of the world, these things exist, you understand me? But when we look at the aspect of whereby children are quite being abused, you could see that at least 60 to 70% of it are kind of challenges of poverty. You understand me? Mostly in Africa in question. So I'm that one of that person who actually are from Nigeria. Sorry to say, I'm from Nigeria in question, and which is Africa. And I believe that every one of us here are from Africa. And irrespective of this, I believe that every one of us here, in one way or the other, before we get to this part of the world, we have one way or the other experience what they call that. I know a lot of people will not agree to it, that they are being abused, maybe in one way or the other by our way, that is our way of upbringing, you understand me? But because we have come over to this part of the world now, we're beginning to sense, the aspect of the effective part of it, because we are being nurtured here. But if you can see now, like the children that is here, over here in question, they knows what the right is. They knows when something is wrong and when something is not right. You understand me? But in Africa, how we were brought up, there are some certain things that we are not meant to challenge. But today, our children here knows it, even when of the early age. But Africa is not given that opportunity, because why? That privilege is not given to us because of our culture and the way we have been brought up. Not that it's bad, like I just put it that way, that somehow, like the lady here said, that these things, they are using it to a kind of, they believe that is the best way they could be able to nurture a child, the way it can be able to grow, so that we not be of that, being of that bad, copying bad kind of life. But somehow, we don't know that doing some certain things of it becomes an abuse. You understand me? Deprivation, neglect, and kind of physical abuse and kind of emotional abuse. There's some certain ways that we ourselves, that's why you see some parents today, like a program I was watching on Facebook just about 3 days ago, which a woman tied up a child in both hands and his leg and locked him up inside the room for over an hours. And he went to market. Somebody heard from a neighbor heard that the child was crying and somebody was screaming in the house, and they now break the door and find the child inside the house sweating and all that. So when they get the woman in question, they ask her, what was the reason why you tie up your child? He said because there's food that they gave to him and they threw it up, and that was the only offense that the child have committed. Really, you can be able to see how these things have impacted in our life. That's why you see today, we ourselves is in us. You understand me? So it's the way we are doing this awareness of abuse. It's not just that because of people, it's not just that people are just doing it. We need to educate ourselves. We need to educate our children. Mostly people back home in Africa in question, our society are not really helping the situation in question, yeah? So that's what this program is. And I just want to use the opportunity to thank everybody who have been able to take the opportunity to be here and to support Lizzie for all that he's doing. And please, you guys, we all should stand out for our people back home. The poverty back home is really, really, I don't know, because of our leaders, because of the way things are going in our society and our community, it's quite challenging. So